Good afternoon, everybody. What I'm going to show you or demonstrate for you is how we fish off the bottom at Wachusett Reservoir. I call this the Wachusett rig. There's nothing ever actually that spectacular about it. If I was fishing like we used to off the bottom at Walden Pond, going for stocked rainbows, I'd maybe call this the Walden rig. But this is a pretty generic, general way of fishing off of the bottom, and it only requires a fishing rod, fishing line, obviously, and the following things: a weight of some sort. I like to use these conical shaped weights personally. A swivel of some sort, and a hook of some sort. You will, if you don't know this already, I will remind you that Wachusett is a lead-free body of water, so you can't use any leaded weights. So tungsten's a nice replacement for that. It's a nice heavy weight. This is a 1/2 ounce weight. And the way that we start this is very, very simple. So there's fishing line. I don't know if you can see it in my hand. It's tough to see on film sometimes. But I'm going to thread the fishing line. And this is, again, attached to my reel, to my fishing rod and whatnot. And I will put it through the little hole there and pull it through the other end. So now you can see, just slides freely, right? And I always like to have the pointy end towards the fishing rod. So when I'm if I'm fighting a fish, hopefully, but it's as streamlined as possible as I'm fighting the fish, as opposed to having it the other way. So that's part one. Part two is to attach a swivel. I happen to use a barrel swivel. It just is a nice smooth swivel, and keeps the line from getting too twisted. And it'll also act as a brake for the weight, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But let's see if I can't get this threaded. See if my old man eyes will allow me to do this. And then I just go around once. Once. Where is it? Once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're not going to see this part, but I moisten the line a little bit now that it's all twisted up, and put this end through the little loop that I've created. If I can see it here. Sorry, I'm going to go off camera for just a moment. And now, as I'm trying to tighten up the line a little bit, I make a very nice, where am I on the, make a very nice strong knot right there, that I've, again, had really good luck with. These are my tried and true methods, so you don't have to do it this way, but I've had really good luck with that. And then I'll just, so now there's just a little teensy bit of line left. Fish isn't going to see that. If I didn't mention it already, I'm using 8-pound test line. So now what this does is it acts like a brake, so that the weight itself, you don't have a 1/2 ounce worth of weight coming down onto the hook at all. This is free to slide, and then the swivel acts as a brake, a very lightweight brake. The fish isn't going to feel this. And then what you have to do is, on this end that's now empty, I have about a foot of monofilament. Again, it might be tough to see on camera, but a foot of monofilament or so, maybe that might be 16 inches. Again, a foot to 16 inches. You don't want to go much more than that. It becomes a little too unwieldy to cast. At least it does for me. And you don't want to go much shorter than that. I use medium light fishing tackle, so a 1/2 ounce weight is quite a bit of weight. And I don't want to snap a fishing rod either. So if I made this leader a little too short, it might put, unnecessary pressure onto the tip of the fishing rod, and it could snap it. I've seen that happen. Thankfully, not to me. But again, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with the other one. I'm just going to twist the line around. And hum a little bit. I don't know, that's 4, 5, 6, lucky 7. And again, I'm going to go off camera. What I'm doing is I'm putting in, with all these twists, I'm going to put the line back into this loop right here. But again, if I can see it, my goodness, my eyes have become terrible. Maybe. There you go. And again, sorry for this, but nice tight knot right there. So now we have, whoops, the weight comes down. Weight comes down. It stops right there, right? Can't go any further. Now we have about a foot, maybe 16 inches of leader. And onto that I'm going to attach the hook. And the knot that I like to do here is what's called a snell hook. And I don't know if this will get close enough, but it makes a really nice, neat knot. And that is, again, if I can see the hole here, I could make these. So there we have the hook, right? The hook's looped in. And all I'm going to do, and I'll try to make this as easy to see as possible, make a little bit of a loop over the hook, and maybe I'll have a series of my favorite knot kind of, but I make a little loop right there. So here's the hook, and there's a loop of line, and then I just go through that loop several times. One, one, two, one, two. I haven't said three yet because I'm not there yet. Three, four. Where is that line? Boy, if I can't see it, there's no way the fish are going to see it tomorrow. 4, 5. I'll show you the knot in just a moment. And there's number 6. And if you can see, prior to me trimming the little bit of excess, it makes such a nice tight knot. It's a really wonderful knot. It's called a snell knot, I guess, or if you get hooks, you can sometimes buy these already pre-made snelled hooks, but they just do a really nice job. And so there it is again, a nice tight knot. So what ends up happening tomorrow morning, my brother, a buddy of mine, and I are going out to Wachusett Reservoir. It's the last Sunday before Wachusett closes for the season. But what ends up happening, so just so you get a concept here, is this weight with the swivel kind of lies right on the bottom, right? So it lies here on the bottom. Hopefully the bait fish is swimming around here, looking around. And it's not, the shiners aren't strong enough to really pull that, the swivel around. They just don't have the strength to do it. But when the laker comes by, or hopefully like a big bad brown or something like that comes by, he'll grab it and you'll see that the swivel just takes off with the fish. The weight stays where it is. And then you'll see your rod tip start to tap a little bit, and you go set the hook and have the fight of your lifetime. I just wanted to go over, this is, again, the basic setup, how I've been setting this up for years. Had really good success at Wachusett, had really good success at Walden Pond, all sorts of different ponds for fishing off the bottom. And you can fish off the bottom for any species, right? So Lakers, we've had really good luck fishing off the bottom with. I've gotten smallmouth the same way, but if you wanted to go catfish fishing or something like that, easily adaptable to that as well. So that's just a basic look at how we rig up for Wachusett, and I hope to see you out on the water. Have a good day.